everyone, and welcome to the grand reveal of my top 91 Super Mario Galaxy Galaxies series. This will be done in 5 parts, leading all the way up to a top 15 in part 5. I will be judging each galaxy primarily on their gameplay / difficulty, making up about 50% of my judgment, but another 25% each will go to environment and music. Today we're going over 91 through 71, some of the more forgettable or lackluster galaxies. But because there's so many good galaxies in Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, some of these may not even be that bad. But we gotta start somewhere, so without further ado, let's begin. At number 91, we have Grand Finale Galaxy. I'll be honest, I haven't played through all of the Luigi portion to get to this yet. This is the one corner of Mario Galaxy I haven't explored. But what's the point? It's just collecting 100 purple coins and getting a star. That isn't much of a grand finale if you ask me. The perfect run in Galaxy 2 may have been ridiculously hard, but it sure was a grand finale in terms of that ridiculous difficulty. So for this incredibly disappointing anticlimactic end, Grand Finale Galaxy is the worst in the entire series. At number 90, we have Bubble Breeze Galaxy. Ugh. It has one mission through the poison swamp, and oh my goodness does this level just look poisonous. I think of Mario Galaxy and I think of some of the most beautiful video game environments imaginable. This though is clearly an exception. Just look at that sky and that purple-brown swamp below. It's a giant eyesore. And the gameplay, that's not so great either. You have to control yourself in that stupid bubble for most of it, which you guys know by now, I don't like that. You make your way through various mazes of spikes to get through the level, and it's not super difficult, but I usually get that bubble popped at least a couple times playing through, and it's not fun. The music is at least okay, but it's still below average for Mario Galaxy standards. At number 89, we have FLIPSWITCH Galaxy. In its one mission where you paint the planet yellow, There's 18 switches that you have to turn from blue to yellow, and that's literally it. There's a few lasers and spiky platforms to dodge, but overall it's a very simple and forgettable mission. Like when I play it, I can't help but feel, this got its own galaxy? And I guess the Super Mario Bros. Theme background is pretty cool, but again, that's all you see around you. At least the music is a pretty groovy remix of the Mario Bros. Underground theme. At number 88, we have a galaxy that's quite similar to FLIPSWITCH, and that's HURRY-SCURRY Galaxy. There's one mission called Shrinking Satellite where you have to run to get a bunch of musical notes before they disappear, and that's pretty much it. Much like FLIPSWITCH, it's a mission that just feels short and incomplete. It also feels as though there's not much of a challenge here. You can pretty easily do it in one attempt. And the music also happens to be a remix of that Mario Bros. Underground theme, so I guess that's just what they use for throwaway levels in this game. At number 87, we have Battle Belt Galaxy. Oh, our first galaxy from Galaxy 2. And this one sure is a disappointment. When I get to World 6, I expect challenging levels, galaxies where I'm gonna lose a couple Marios. But that's just not the case here. You move from planet to planet, just killing enemies. Anytime you get hit, you can just replenish yourself by picking up a coin. Perhaps the one cool part of the level is shining a light at the booze in the water, but that's about it. The Prankster Comet is a lot more of a decent challenge as it's a daredevil mission. To be honest, I think the regular star should have just been a daredevil mission. At least the music is awesome and intense, but it's better known as the Space Storm Galaxy theme anyway. At number 86, we have Flip Swap Galaxy. It introduces a pretty fun gimmick of thinking before you shake, as the mission title suggests, and that is to think before you shake the Wii Remote to move from platform to platform. But much like many of the other missions we've covered so far, this one just feels short and incomplete. As long as you dodge the various lasers and chain chomp balls, it should take you like 2 minutes to beat it. And the subdued music fits the theme of the level, but it's kind of boring nonetheless. The purple coin mission certainly ups the difficulty up a bit, but overall it's just another incomplete level. At number 85, we have Bubble Blast Galaxy. The only reason, and I mean only reason I have this ranked higher than Bubble Breeze, is that I find this mission a lot more visually appealing. Bubble Blast is certainly more of a challenge than Bubble Breeze, as you have to collect 5 star chips to move on to the next section. Make one wrong move and this game has no mercy, you are dead. I already discussed the perils of this galaxy in my top 11 hardest Super Mario Galaxy Stars list, and trust me, it deserves to be up there. This level just feels unfair as you're floating around in that stupid bubble, but at least the deep space environment is cool with the black starry background. The music fits that theme, certainly more than the swampy mess in Bubble Breeze. At number 84, we have Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor. Yet again, folks, we have a level that simply feels incomplete. I get that this is just the World 1 boss fight, but when all you have leading up to it is a bullet bill break to get a launch star, that's kinda disappointing. Now I'll admit, the boss fight against Megaleg is pretty cool, as it's exciting scaling up that robot's body to get to the top. But once you get up there, getting the bullet bills to break through, as you might expect, is quite easy. But I wouldn't have minded the easy boss fight at all, had there been more stuff actually leading up to it. At number 83, we have Gateway Galaxy. There's not much to say here except it's an easy tutorial level. It's not as cool and easy tutorial level as Sky Station Galaxy, it just isn't. However, this level does have a giant Goomba in it, and you know how much I love giant Goombas. It also has chasing bunnies to start it, as if to say, get used to that crap later in this game. Just flip all the switches at the end and the star is yours. Then there's the other mission where you use the red cap to get the red star, while collecting all those purple coins. That's pretty fun, and the music is upbeat and exciting too. However, it's just as easy and simple as the tutorial level before it. At number 82, we have Sling Pod Galaxy. Someone suggested that this could have been on my top 11 hardest stars list, and come to think of it, they have a point. These sling pods are right up there with the bubble and the spring mushroom as the derpiest things to control in the entire Galaxy series. The sling pod is like a deformed version of the pole star. Now there's plenty of cannonballs and other obstacles to dodge in this level, and if you swing your sling pod at the wrong angle, which is very easy to do, you will get launched into oblivion. And as the mission title suggests, that's a very sticky situation indeed. At number 81, we have Flash Black Galaxy. Much like Battle Belt, I'm not so sure this is a galaxy worthy of World 6. At least this one has cooler ideas though, like using Blimp Yoshi and the whole light flashing from bright to dark gimmick. But the Blimp Yoshi and the Silver Stars are really the only two sections in the main mission, and the Octo Goomba romp as a Prankster Comet mission, that's also pretty just easy and simple. I also wish the music would have been a bit more spookier to fit the theme better, instead of borrowing the theme from Beat Block Galaxy. At number 80, we have Flipsville Galaxy. This galaxy does have some pretty clever concepts with its changes in gravity and ground pounding to change the gravity. I mean, it's pretty satisfying ground pounding an enemy that's on the other side of you. However, the overall environment and music feel particularly bland with this galaxy. So while the gameplay can be exciting, I can't say the same for the atmosphere. And don't get me started on that Prankster Comet where you have to use the spin drill to collect purple coins. And especially don't get me started on that third green star. Even though I'm not factoring green stars at all into this ranking, I still had to bring it up. At number 79, we have Boo's Boneyard Galaxy. Yep, we're back to the galaxies from the good old OG game. Now this one takes me a few tries, which honestly I kinda appreciate, considering a lot of the other short and incomplete galaxies we've talked about so far take like 2 minutes, if that. In this challenge you get the same music you have in the chimp challenges, so I appreciate that too. And the race against the Boo, it can be a bit of a pain considering it's easy to run into some of the obstacles. But like I said, a short galaxy having a bit of a challenge to it can at least make it more memorable, I suppose. At number 78, we have Loop-De-Swoop Galaxy. Much like many of the other missions I've talked about in the original Super Mario Galaxy so far, this one is short, simple, and solitary. I gotta give it props for the pretty environment plus the chimp music I was talking about with Boo's Boneyard. However, I give it less props for the stupid motion controls and how you can fall off because of it. I don't blame my lack of abilities, I blame the controls. At number 77, we have Loop-De-Loop Galaxy. It's basically the same thing except easier. That way you don't have to curse the motion controls as much. So as long as you're being careful, you should make it to the end of this course with no problem. At number 76, we have Wild Glide Galaxy. Things I will give this level props for include the beautiful visuals and the peaceful music that fits the theme of gliding through the air. However, it is quite the simple level, and even getting the 5 comet medal rings doesn't add much of a challenge. The motion controls, can't really complain about them, because like I said, this level is easy peasy, and the motion controls actually, they aren't too bad here. And the Prankster Comet Race is easy too, as there's just not that many obstacles that can get in your way, so yeah. At number 75, we have Rolling Green Galaxy. Sure, it's easier than the other rolling levels, and therefore, you're less likely to lose your mind at the motion-controlled ball gimmick. However, the overall environment is a lot more forgettable. The level is called Rolling Green, and that's what you do. You roll over a whole lot of green. And I'm not talking about money, you just roll over green paths that are kinda narrow. You don't roll over a whole bunch of bright and interesting colors like in, say, Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy. Oh, and speaking of which, at number 74, we have Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy. Here we have a much brighter atmosphere than Rolling Green and about the same difficulty level. So the better atmosphere gives it an edge, as the music is still that same old rolling ball theme. The challenges are a little more engaging in this level too, like flipping the switches, using the key to unlock the launch pad, all that good stuff. Now, of course, if you've been around this channel, you know I consider the speed run here to be quite difficult. And I swear it's probably just a mental thing, the timer makes me rush. At number 73, we have Fleet Glide Galaxy. So it's like Wild Glide, but with an actual challenge. There's things like giant thwomps trying to crush you, falling objects trying to crush you, and giant lava creatures trying to eat you alive. It certainly makes for a more compelling level than the original Blizzard level, considering this may actually take 2 or 3 tries, especially considering how tricky it is to get that second ring for the Comet Medal. At number 72, we have Bowser Jr.'s Lava Reactor. Much like the first Bowser Jr. level I talked about, there just isn't much leading up to this one. You have another Bullet Bill glass break, and then a fight against these octo jerks on these platforms that disappear if you stand on them too long. And then right after that is the boss fight against King Caliente. And even though it gets a little more fiery than the first boss fight against him, it's still pretty easy. It's fun moving across the platforms, and it's satisfying shaking the projectiles back at him. But overall, it's a pretty easy and kind of forgettable mission. And finally, at number 71, we have Snowcap Galaxy. Oh cool, it's another bunny collecting mission. At least I gotta give it props for being more clever than the first bunny chase off, where you just chase them and that's it. Here you gotta do other stuff to access those bunnies, like use a fire flower, activate some blue switches, and get rid of the snow to see your way around town. It's a neat little level design that provides a bit of a challenge if you can't get it done on time, which it did take me a second try. But as long as you can find those bunnies on time and successfully chase them down, you should be good. Okay folks, so that was part 1 of my Top 91 series. Expect more uploads in this series every Saturday or so, though I might take a break a couple weeks in to discuss Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which I just got yesterday. So I should have an upload every Saturday when I'm here at college, as that's the day I'm less busy. Then another upload sometime during the week that's like a Sporkle quiz or PVZ Let's Play, something easier to make on a school day. So let me know what you guys think of my list so far, and I'll see you in part 2 next week. Bye bye.